Well done.
It was a gutsy win, a much-needed win, especially at Chavez Ravine. Love the way that they pitch, timely hitting, and the home runs are still prevalent in this lineup. So this is a big win. I think the offense is going to continue to keep going, especially in the power department. And the pitching finally showed up when they needed to. Big win.
And after this win, we're hoping Tanner Scott's okay.
Yes.
And that's another thing, Tanner. Hope you're okay, brother.
Well, Shohei Ohtani gave up a home run to Byron Buxton, the second pitch of the game. But then, the pitcher likes to get some offense behind him. He helped himself out with a 2-run home run in the bottom of the first inning. Really good night for Shohei. And right now, he's standing by on the field with Kirsten Watson.
Shohei, in that first inning of work, you gave up that home run, but to immediately respond with that 2-run homer yourself, is there extra motivation in a situation like that?
ホームラン打たれて、ツーランホームラン打ちましたけども、いいモチベーションになりましたかと、打たれたことに関して。
先制点はもちろん上げたいたくはなかったですけど、1打席目、ムーキーがいい形で出てくれたんで、つなげればいいなという思いで、打席に入り、結果的にホームランになったんで、よかったなと思います。
It's not an ideal situation to give up a run, but Mookie had a good at bat and just wanted to continue the good at bat.
You guys have gotten back in the win column, but for you personally, as you continue to build up, what are your takeaways from your performance and how you continue to build your endurance on the pitching side?
イニング投げている中、何か特別に取り組んでいること、意識していることとかありますかと。
一試合一試合課題を持ってやるようにはしてるので、全体的に見たら今日はあまり良くない出来ではありましたけど、その中でもいい悪いあると思うので、それを次につなげたいなと思ってます。
I do have goals in mind, but I think overall looking back at this outing, it wasn't that crisp and sharp. So that's something I'm going to work on for the next outing.
Ultimately, you guys picked up the win today. Congratulations on this one tonight, Shohei.
Thank you.
Well, Shohei Ohtani hasn't always swung the bat his best when he's been pitching in that same game, but he started it off tonight, Jerry, with that home run in the first. Dodgers hit 4 home runs in this game for the first time in more than a month. They needed that kind of production.
Tyler Glasnow was on a podcast earlier, and he said, you know what? Shohei Ohtani was upset the last couple of times out. He didn't perform at the plate when he pitched. And he's going to have something for him. Well, he had something for him tonight. Shohei Ohtani gives her a solo shot. He hits a 2-run shot in the bottom of the first.
You know what? I said it in the pregame show. This is the first time that he's pitched since he's gotten slid down in the lineup in the second. Give yourself a breather. Recalibrate yourself. Refocus. Think about how the pitcher's going to attack you. Now, you woke up the beast. He gave up that home run, kind of shell-shocked him and the fans. He said, oh, I got something for you. I can match you, Byron Buxton. I love that monkey. Got to walk. We talked about that. His importance in the leadoff spot to set the table. And as soon as he got his foot down, now he got it rocking and rolling. So I like Shohei so far in that second position just to give him another breather.
And how about Will Smith?
Man, he's the best.
Will Smith, you can throw his name in the MVP convo now. You can. He has done an excellent job behind the plate. Outstanding job leading the league in batting average and clutch home runs tonight. Home runs, plural. Great night for Will Smith.
Dodgers didn't have a lot of rallies tonight. They had the 4 home runs that counted for all 5 runs. The Twins seemed like they had base runners every inning. They left 13 on base. In the 9th inning, D-Trade, it looked like the Dodgers were going to cruise to a win and end this little losing streak. But then they just can't seem to do anything easy right now.
Well, Tyler Scott had a difficult time putting hitters away. We tried to get the breaking ball down. I think that's what hurt him, is trying to get on top of that breaking ball. But the Twins, they didn't say never, never say never. Didn't go away. I thought that was a tough pitch. He was having trouble if you're Tyler Scott trying to get that fastball at the top of the zone, overcook that fastball. But that's just, they're tough pitches they laid off of. And Tanner Scott's been struggling. And I've been on the mound when I'm struggling. That plate gets awfully small when you're giving up loud contact after loud contact. He tried to make the perfect pitch and it's end up hurting himself. So hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, you see him grimace right there.
Yeah.
Anytime you see a guy grimace right away after throwing a pitch, obviously you fear for the worst. Tanner, again, we're thinking about you. And obviously Kirby Yates comes in. First pitch he throws, obviously issues that walk. And really a great job of getting it out here. James Outman throwing to the right base here. You throw this ball to third base. Keep the runners on first and second. They score a run there. And obviously Carlos Correa, he gets a pitch he can handle and drives it.
What did I say?
He was
What
sitting
did
on
I
that pitch.
say?
He was
I felt like he was sitting on that pitch to hold the bat. And sometimes you hitters get smart and you fool us on the mound.
Yes.
He swung through a fastball at the top of the zone. It makes you feel like, oh, he's on that fastball. He has that fastball times up. You speed up his bat with that split pivot. As soon as Kirby threw it, I was like, oh, no. So Carlos Correa thought he got one, but it stayed in the park. Big win for the
Great
Dodgers.
job of the outfield. James Outman playing no doubles. That means he's playing deeper. That's why he's able to go back on that ball very calmly and time his leap and make that catch. Great catch, James Outman.
Dodgers end the losing streak with a 5-2 win over the Minnesota Twins. Let's head upstairs, check in one final time with Joe Davis and Oral Hershiser.
Well, they hang on, but whatever. A win is a win at this point. 5-2, Dodgers over the Twins.
Yeah, you know, it was nice to see Shohei respond after giving up the home run on the second pitch, and then all of a sudden he hits the home run. Dustin May has a clean outing. You were sitting here worried now about Tanner Scott, but Kirby Yates and James Outman, they put it together and they got the squeaker.
Speaking of squeakers, squeaky voice there.
Yeah.
4 home runs for the Dodgers tonight. Will Smith hit 2 of them.
Yeah, the power is there. They are not setting the table, but they're knocking it over, and it's fun to see the long ball, but in the long run against the better teams, you're not going to get this many home runs, so we're going to have to start getting some base hits and hit some gaps.
All right, looking for a series win tomorrow. Yamamoto takes it for LA.
Well, a multi-home run game for you. Just, we've seen the consistency at the plate. Of course, the average is incredible right now, but to show more power as a plate, what do you think is leading to that right now?
Just got 2 pitches in the air for today. Yeah, swing's feeling good. You know, being able to be consistent with it, keep it in a good spot. Go out there, you know, stick to my approach. Yeah, good things are happening.
Can you walk us through just what it was like navigating with Shohei and then with Dustin through their lineup? What was kind of keeping them off balance?
Yeah, I mean, Show was going out there. You know, he got clipped first batter of the game, but was able to go, you know, scoreless the rest of it for 3 innings. Yeah, D made it great tonight. You know, he's commanding the ball, got out a couple jams. You know, had both heaters going. The slider was really good tonight. He's getting ahead of guys, so that was, you know, really positive. That's a really good sign for him. You know, just looking to start some momentum for D-May.
Talking about wanting to keep you fresh over the course of the season, do you feel like you're in a better spot physically than maybe you were the last couple of years going into the second half?
Yeah, I mean, definitely healthy. You know, no injuries right now or anything, which is good. Yeah, I mean, still feel like I'm playing a decent amount. Definitely want to be in there every day, but yeah, they're managing that. Yeah, I feel good.
Dave said the other day that he kind of felt Shohei trying to will the team to a win. You see him have a little bit of a different attitude. The bat flip seemed a little more forceful tonight.
I think everybody's trying to will win right now. You know, it's a rough stretch. Got to win today. Back out tomorrow, try to get another win.
Tonight's Arco top-tier stat line, we saw Shohei Ohtani the 3rd time he was the starting pitcher, that he also homered in the same game. That's really impressive, but D-Train, you did it 8 times. That's also incredibly impressive.
Listen, Shohei, we got to trade jerseys, baby. I get my foot down, too. See, I'm the lunch portion Shohei. No, I'm just playing. He's a bad man. We knew it. I love this North sliding him down. And like I said earlier in the show, giving him a breath, giving him a little breather after that first inning. I think he's going to do a lot of damage in that 2-hole.
D-Train walked so Shohei could fly. We should think that.
That's why
I
you
mean,
my friend.
he had a game in New York where you went 8 1/3 innings as the pitcher, went 3 for 4 with 2 bombs.
And listen, it caught cramps all the way home, too. So, listen, let these guys do the hitting, I'll do the pitching. But, again, big-time start. Even though he wasn't as crisp, I like to see Shohei Ohtani really getting the stretch. I love what Jay Aaron said about that. And really the pitch count, getting up to 46 pitches. He's building up in the right time.
You hit 2 homers in a game?
Got my foot down in New York. Yeah,
In New York?
Took a big bite out the Big Apple.
Hopefully at the end of the show we get a video on that.
You know who did hit 2 home runs in a game?
Who?
Me and him.
Oh, that's cold. I wanted to keep playing. If I keep hitting more home runs, we don't play. We're out of baseball.
Just cut the commercial.
Let's head inside the clubhouse instead and hear from Dustin May, tonight's winning pitcher with the media.
Dustin, I know it's been a minute since you've come out of the bullpen, but how did you find settling into this one, ultimately, really, whenever there was traffic, finding ways out of it?
Just trusted my stuff. There's definitely been a lot of ups and downs this year. Just been trying to get some mechanical cues like lockdown to try and figure some stuff out to be able to get more hitters out. And I thought it was a little better tonight. There was some rocky spots, but overall I was able to kind of find my groove back whenever I lost it.
Those cues you're mentioning, was it more of making sure you're finding them in game as well? Is that something you found that you were able to get back to today?
Yeah, it wasn't just like non-competitive ABs. They did a great job of fouling stuff off and getting my pitch count up, but I thought overall I was pretty good in zone.
What were you in terms of IQ, get you back over your mechanics?
It's just more of like a finishing thought instead of like a starting out of the. That's more of an upper body cue instead of lower body.
Dustin, Will Smith has been a constant all season long for you guys, in good times and bad. How valuable has he been for this team this year?
Oh, he's been huge. He's definitely been the rock in our lineup, and every time he's up to bat, you can count on him to get the job done. He's huge.
Well, emotionally, not well, obviously. So the early, so he just felt something in his forearm as far as like a sting sensation. So we're going to get an MRI tomorrow, and we'll know more after that. So obviously, anytime a pitcher's got to come out of the game, then it's concerning. And so I think for us, we're just going to kind of sit back and wait for the results to kind of further assess.
Is it, obviously not news you don't want, but is it challenging that when you do pick up a win after what his last 2 weeks have looked like, and obviously kind of the excitement of that, the positive of Shohei and Dustin and the offense getting back on track?
It is, and we've lost guys. We're trying to get guys back, and then to lose him for any length of time is obviously a blow. And you win a game, and there's a lot of good things that happen tonight, but it certainly takes a little bit of the joy out of tonight.
One pitch, or was this like over the course of the outing?
One pitch. I'm not sure which pitch it was, but he said he felt like a sting. I think it was probably the pitch before I went out there.
Were you guys able to do any manual testing?
There was an X-ray, there was manual testing, and then both those were positive. So that's a good thing. I thought obviously the homer was great, and then he punched out a few times after that. I still thought he was fine in the batter's box. Tonight on the pitching side, I just felt that the location, the command wasn't what it was the last few outings. I don't think you can really argue or complain about an 0-1 sweeper. That's the second pitch of the game for the homer. But even after that, it was there was a lot more misfires tonight than there had been.
Actually, yes. And I'm not just saying that to be on the positive side of things. He crushed that ball, and I'm not really sure how it didn't go out of the ballpark. I'm not really sure. That's not a pretty hard hit ball. That ball is tattooed, and he hit it at right around the perfect trajectory to get out of the ballpark. So to answer you, yeah, I think we were pretty surprised. I think everyone on our side of the field is surprised. My guess is everyone on their side of the field is probably surprised too, and not sure how it didn't go out of the ballpark, but it didn't, and we have to live with that fact. I mean, obviously, it's a big deal when we start the game with a walk. That's suboptimal. Really, kind of goes contrary to everything we're trying to do to begin the game. And then Ohtani, hitting the ball out of the ballpark. He does that. It's not, that's not new for him. But challenging way to start the game. Truthfully, we had pretty good at-bats and even opportunities to get right back in the game. Buck obviously starts us out with another great swing, and we have a run on the board. We want to come back and just pound the zone, go right at their leadoff hitter and Mookie, and start the game there, in the zone. We didn't do that. We're down 2-1. Certainly, we're in a ball game at that point. We got to play. We got to play and make plays and do a lot. Until that last inning, we obviously only had one run on the board. We had really good at-bats, though, and I had to even write them all down. I have them in front of me. Royce swung the bat excellent again. Had a bunch of good swings and a stolen base on top of it. Wally's on base the entire game. Bader lines out. I mean, we've had a few of those this week where we get the guys on and we put a good swing on the ball and we line out. Willie Castro hit two balls on the nose today and got nothing out of it. We didn't really do the job when there were people on base, even though we had pretty good at bats when they did some good things. So it didn't line up for us really today. It's not like I think we went out there and got outplayed. They hit the ball over the fence when they hit it. When they barreled it, it went over the fence. They didn't have much else going on the entire game. And we hit a bunch of balls good and ended up with one run until the last inning and still could have tied the game on that swing, which was pretty amazing. But no, that's just the way it played out. Sometimes you play good and our guys went out there, played hard, hit balls hard, and we didn't get it done, and that happens. That will happen in our game.
ドジャースがツインズに劇的勝利。球界の英雄大谷翔平が3戦連続ホームランの偉業を炸裂させ、ロサンゼルスを熱狂の渦に叩き込んだ。現地時間本拠地ドジャースタジアムにてミネソタツインズとの一戦が繰り広げられた。試合開始直後、大谷は投手としてマウンドに上がったが衝撃の幕開けとなった。1回表、いきなり2球目を強打者バイロンバクストンに痛恨の一発を浴び、早々に1点のビハインドを背負ってしまう。球場を包む緊張感とファンのざわめき。しかしここで終わらないのが大谷翔平という男の底力だ。直後の1回裏、打席に立った大谷の瞳は獲物を狙う猛獣のように鋭く輝いていた。ドジャースの主将ムーキー、レッツが死球で出塁。その流れを引き継ぐように大谷のバットはうなりを上げ、豪快なスイングが炸裂した。快音を残し8球は夜空を切り裂き、スタンド深くまで一直線。見事なツーランホームランだ。球場の大歓声は割れんばかりの勢いで鳴り響き、先ほどの失点など完全に吹き飛ばした。この瞬間、まさにドジャースの指揮官でロバーツ監督が仕掛ける2番打者王やのホームラン構成という作戦が功を奏した形だ。3試合連続でホームランを放つという名に外れた成果を見せつけ、ファンのみならずメディアまでもが驚愕。この男はどこまで行くのかという称賛の声が球界全体から次々と湧き起こった。さらに大谷は投手としてのマウンドでも逆境を乗り越え、3回を堂々の無失点に抑え込むという完璧な復調を遂げた。初回の苦難を乗り越え、150キロを超える直球とキレのあるスライダーを駆使し、ツインズ打線を圧倒した。投打でこれほどまでにチームを引っ張れる選手はまさに歴史上でも類を見ない。令和のベーブ、ルース、その進化を改めて証明した夜となった。一方、試合終盤はドジャースが4本ものホームラン構成で試合を支配。特に捕手いるスミスが2本の本塁打を放つなど打線が完全復活を告げた。しかし9回表には守護神タナスコットが腕の違和感で登板するというトラブルが発生。救援投手カービー・イエーツが緊急登板となった。最終回、ツインズのスコーカルロス・コレアの放った大飛球はあわや同点かという危機的場面を招くが、中堅手ジェームズ・アウトマンが劇的なジャンピングキャッチで試合を救った。まさにドジャースの底力が見えた。手に汗握る最高のフィナーレだった。試合は5対2でドジャースの勝利。チームの連敗脱出を導き、大谷翔平が真の英雄として再び輝きを放った。次回以降も大谷翔平は伝説を作り続けるだろう。果たして彼の快進撃はどこまで続くのか。その圧巻のプレーを見逃さないためにも引き続き次の動画もぜひチェックしていただきたい。